Hey folks, Coach Tim is here. And I want y'all to just listen to me for a second, okay? Just a real brief second. I'm going to talk from the actual hip. This is something I waited to do. I waited to see everybody's response. I waited to see what actually came out there. And I'm going to speak from the damn heart right now, man. Every single person is being distracted. If you look at the media right now, the news, it's all about what did Coach Prime say about Grambling. It's about what is Grambling's response going to be about the fans leaving. Is Coach Prime selling out HBCUs? Is Coach Prime doing this, doing that? People, focus on something real quick. What's been going on in the state of Mississippi? And like I said, I am an outsider. I do not live in Mississippi. My dad is from there. Well, my dad's people are from there. I stepped foot Mississippi probably 2 times in my life. But as an outsider looking in, man, I know it's going to be deeper than what I say, but we got to get on the ball. I understand Mississippi is the poorest state. Why is that? Your governor don't like you at all. Not a chance in hell. He does not like you. He doesn't like you so much. He only acknowledges you when there's a movement against him. But when it's not a movement against him, he snide talks to you. And even to the mayor, the city council of Jackson, Itabena, the schools that I look at, those areas, what is going on? We're going to break it down bit by bit here. And like I said, I may be out of place for saying this. I may lose all my subscribers from Jackson for saying this. But I'm going to actually say something. We got to do better as a people of holding people who we put in charge accountable. There's an old saying, I love quotes, okay? There's an old saying I heard before that says, it is idiotic to question the idiocies of the idiots we put in charge. If you put this person in charge, you know how dumb they're going to be. And you can't question how dumb they are because your dumb ass is the one that did it. Looking back at the history of the city of Jackson, Mississippi and the water crisis goes back to the freaking 1800s. I'm sorry, 1901, give or take a year. You cannot tell me 122 years of deferment has led to this crisis. I keep seeing videos online about Jackson and Itabena, about the abandoned buildings, the abandoned national monuments. And I know about the Great Migration. I know about that. I know about the redlining. But if these HBCUs, if you want to actually hold them accountable, hold our elected officials accountable, what you have to do is make them do something. I'm in Austin. I talked to Ken about it. Ken said Austin is different than Mississippi, man. You got to understand that. I get it. I get it, man. I get it. But this is from an outsider. Houston-Tillotson University used to be in the SWAC back in the 1950s. They were Tillotson College at the time. What are they doing right now? They're still around. What are they doing for their community? They're helping rebuild the neighborhood around their area. They're buying up land of abandoned dilapidated structures around the city, not just around the college, and giving them discounts on sales to grads. You mean to tell me if Jackson or even your mayor, Itabena, the mayor, I don't care where he is at, they can buy these dilapidated, abandoned buildings and for HBCU grads, give a discount to open a business to create jobs. We have to create wealth where there is none. And for your governor, the $77 million Brett Favre took from the welfare community of Mississippi is basically a shot at African Americans. Jackson, Mississippi average income is around $15,000 per person. That's $7.21 an hour. That is below the poverty level. With $77 million, Itabena could have built a new stadium for Valley. Hell, Jackson could have fixed a lot of their water problems or just maintained it. But now, there's an overhaul needed, man. The overhaul is needed at the top. The top of the food chain. These people have been getting away for years with just giving you false hope and false promise. Oh, it's all your fault. This is all because of you. Don't blame us. Don't worry about the fact that we have personal water tanks to our governor's mansion while y'all can't brush your teeth. Don't worry about the fact that even though you own that stadium, every slick comment from every government official says they own it. They want to move you off of property that they consider valuable. They consider you second and fourth class citizens in your own damn house. This is what is going on, man. And like I said, I'm an outsider. I may be missing a lot of things, but you know what? I'm going to make a statement so we can further the damn discussion. A lot of people are scared to say anything because they're scared of being wrong. But when they're scared of being wrong and scared to make a move, guess what? Nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. We heard people talk about this damn thing about HBCUs being dilapidated and abandoned and all this crap. They're in the hood. You know damn well that's because of redlining. Every HBCU in America was redlined because we know knowledge is power. And with knowledge being power, guess what that means? That means we need to keep your black ass in check. You can go to school you want to. You can be a nurse or a doctor. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. A teacher or a preacher. Yeah. You ever wonder why the PWIs have that big ass endowment? You were allowed to go to college back in the day. You could definitely go to HBCUs, but you couldn't do nothing more than be a teacher or a preacher. What kind of salaries do a teacher or a preacher have to get back to their school and their damn endowment? The answer, zero. This is what is going on. Now that they're catching up, I'm not one of these people who drinks the Kool-Aid, as y'all say. Ooh, Coach Prime walks on water. I'm not one of those, man. I'm just honest and call a spade a spade. And right now, the governor of Mississippi, I don't even know this fool's name, but this fool is distracting everybody big time. There is no way the capital city of a United States state in America should have this big of a water issue. There is no way the capital city of a state in this country should have the streets it has. And the first thing they're going to say is urban. You heard that little term? That urban stadium they have there, that urban area they have there, that urban school they have there. Well, look, it ain't Keith Urban singing there. We know they urban they mean. We know what they're talking about. It's a dog whistle. You don't let Brett Favre get away with basically stealing the money that the underprivileged, underserved communities of your state have. Brett Favre built a freaking volleyball place for his daughter by y'all money. If you want to keep his sports a buck, at the end of this video, please stay tuned. I'm going to show you a small clip of what $45 million can get you. He's took 77 mil. There's no telling what else has been given out from the state. The money's been funneled down for generations from the government to help fund and repair these cities and fund and repair these schools, these land grant institutions. The money that has been earmarked for decades does not get to these schools. And there's no fuss about it. No fuss about it at all. Only when the city falls apart. And like I said, I don't know everything going on in Jackson. I don't. I'm not going to lie and say I do. I see some things going on with Councilman Stokes, and I think that maybe another YouTuber's kinfolk. I'm not going to stick my nose into that, but what I'm seeing is there's a disconnect between the local government as well as the state government. And I know this is the South. Hell, Texas right now, our governor just committed human trafficking by sending quote unquote migrant workers from planes from Florida up to Martha's Vineyard. So I know how the South is. I know how it is. And you want to know what I think can help? If you've seen my channel in the off season, you know where I stand on this. But in case you have not seen it, and maybe you're new to this, let me refresh your memory. First, register to damn vote tomorrow. If 62,000 people in Jackson register to vote tomorrow, first of all, they're going to change the voting laws. But second of all, they're going to get the message. Even if you do not vote, just a mass number of people getting off their butt and going to register to vote, it's going to be a problem. If the state does it, it's damn sure going to be a problem. Secondly, these HBCUs, look, I don't know all of them. I'm going to talk about the three I know. Alcorn, Valley, and Jackson. You want to help better the community? The government won't give you money for a stadium. Get money for a damn YOU program. Bring these kids from the inner cities over to your campus on the damn summertime. Show them what college is really about. Give them a 2-month job. Give them college credits and high school credits. They can graduate on time and have a dream about being in college. And then have free books. It's a government program for that already out there. Take advantage of it. The more intelligent people you have, the less distraction they'll fall for. Get the job done. It's just too much looking from the outside in. And like I said, man, I'm not sitting here, I'm not trying to dog Jackson, I'm not trying to dog Mississippi. Like I said, I've barely been there. Anybody that tells you they know every single answer to every single question is lying to you. But I can tell you this right here. If you sit down and your ass waits to have the perfect answer to your problem will get bigger. The best way I can explain this to you is very simple and it's very easy. If you're 5 pounds overweight and you're gonna wait till New Year's Day to get your butt in shape, by the time New Year's Day hits, you're now 25 pounds overweight. If you're gonna wait till March, you're now 30 pounds overweight. Now 40 pounds. If you wait for the perfect solution, the perfect time, you're not going to get anything done but fall further behind. Jackson and Mississippi itself is the birthplace, is the lighting match, the spark for the civil rights movement. Emmett Till died in Mississippi. That started the whole civil rights revolution. Is it going to take another murder in Mississippi to spark people stepping up and realizing what needs to get done? How many people, how many kids have died of starvation because of the money missing going to Brett Favre? Huh? How many people have lost medical coverage, have lost limbs because they can't afford the insurance that was supposed to be given to them because of $77 million given to Brett Favre? How many people have lost homes, businesses, because the assistance was not available because they were $77 million short? And we're sitting here complaining that, oh, the vet didn't have any water. Why didn't they have water? Well, they didn't order enough water. Why did they have to order water? Stop with the petty BS. I'm tired of it. This is a distraction. This is like the movie Wag the Damn Dog. People don't understand what Wag the Dog is? A movie from the 90s. The president was having an affair. Gonna lose the election. They made a fake war to distract the American public away from what's going on. You have failed the state. A lot of these governors in the South have failed minorities. It's only in Texas where the white population is no longer a majority, where things are starting to freaking change. But here's the thing. Are we going to sit here and get distracted? Or are we going to sit here and make a statement? Get up there. Make the first step. Mississippi, we love you, man. But you have got to show up and let your voices be heard. You have the most churches per capita, right? On Sunday, the day, a minute after church is over with, or even before church, during church, have all your preachers lead you to the voting booth. I ain't saying who to vote for, but it's a sight of all those black bodies voting will make this mass distraction realize what he's dealing with. Coach Simmons, I'm an outsider, but I had to make this statement. I'm out.
Life. Before the Wild Youth program, I was a young teenager still doing teenage things. And after I joined it, I became more mature. I matured enough to get a job, and which I have now.
The best thing YOU has done for me is help me start up my business. They teach you responsibility, mostly.
Because of all of the exposures and opportunities that YOU affords the students, it will open some doors and give that student an idea of what they may want to do beyond high school.
YOU's career coaches meet these kids where they are. They help them feel better about themselves.
I'm not your typical teacher. I'm a little bit of a social worker, a teacher, and a friend all wrapped in one.
They learn how to present themselves. They learn employer expectations. They learn financial literacy.
We do mock interviews with the students. We also go into resume writing, study habits, college readiness. We do an array of things to make sure that our students are prepared.
The thing that was great about this program, and is great about it, is that we measure it. In our program in the schools today, 90% of our kids graduate.
I will be the first male to graduate out of my family from college, to set an example for my younger cousins.
It works. It sincerely works for our kids.